Liberated, freed, released, free from traditional social restraints, sisters, girls or women who share a common ancestry, allegiance, character, or purpose with another or others, fellow Black women or girls.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and that Muhammad is his servant and messenger. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Eid Mubarak. I'm Sister Charlene Muhammad, and also still happy Savior's Day. Host and producer of Liberated Sisters. Glad to be with you again right here on the Closing the Gap Broadcast Network. Thanks to our mother show, which airs on Saturdays, every Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today, we are glad to welcome to the show back again our brother Sultan Muhammad, this time to talk about his book, FARRAKHAN, World Tours and Press Coverage. Sister Attorney Pamela Muhammad will not be with us today. Keep her in prayer, as well as all of us and our families. I'm saying specifically Sister Pamela because she is traveling on emergency. And so we pray you have safe travels, Sister Attorney Pamela. And we have with us our special panelist who is always with us, Dr. Ridgely Abdul Muhammad of the Nation of Islam Research Group, as well as the Ministry of Agriculture for the Nation of Islam, and Muhammad Forums in Georgia, among many other things, an avid researcher and author himself. And so we'll bring in Dr. Ridgely first so that he can welcome you as well to the show with his opening remarks. And we will bring in Brother Sultan Muhammad. And I didn't ask Dr. Ridgely to introduce Brother Sultan because they're together as members of the research team, but also just in terms of the topic. And as we are going to speak with that regarding our dear brother, a recording angel, Brother Minister Abdul Akbar Muhammad, who recently made his transition and graces the cover of the Final Call newspaper. So we'll get into that. And here, let's welcome Brother Dr. Ridgely Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Ridgely.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
I am so glad to see my brother Sultan, and I've been bugging him for 10 years to finish this book. Brother Sultan, not on the research team, but he's also a member of what's called the E-team. That is the team that protects the minister, that goes ahead of the minister to secure the place of the event, and so he has seen so much. When I see members of the E-team, including him, so I be asking him, brother, give me some hadith. You know what I'm talking about? Give me some hadith. What did the minister say that y'all trying to keep from us? And he wants you to tell us. So give me some hadith. So family, you have a chance to ask a brother who's traveled with the minister in many, many places and behind the scene in many, many places, and has seen some things that ain't nobody else seen but the minister. And so here's an opportunity for you to ask the brother, the horse, from the mouth of the horse. Somebody who rode with the minister, right? So I'm so glad to be here and to talk about some of them pictures that he's going to show us, because a picture is worth 1,000 words, and just the picture of the minister is beautiful enough, and then to see what's all around him, and to see what he's affecting. Because trust me, wherever he goes, he affects people in a very, very positive way and long-term way. He changes lives. So anyway, I'm not going to hold you up anymore, but I want you all to meet my brother on the research team and elsewhere. As a matter of fact, he was the brother who put his name on the first truck that we got at the farm. Somebody had to put their name on the truck so we can get it. And Brother Sultan did it. So here's my brother Sultan Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. I need an applause button. Here it is. Welcome back to the show, Brother Sultan. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you.
Brother Sultan is, an author for sure. I very basically met Brother Sultan in the line of duty as a member of the E-team, and then grew to understand some of the other roles and his effectiveness in journalism. And so, it's just so much, Brother Sultan. We're glad you're here. Brother Sultan, your opening remarks. And remember, you all, this is going to, I think, organically merge in with our upliftment of our dear brother, big brother, Minister Abdul Akbar Muhammad. But go ahead, Brother Sultan. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Risley.
Yes, ma'am. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, who came in the person of Master Farrakhan Muhammad. I bear witness that he raised one from among us. That is so important. From among us, the dead, and made that man, as he said, all up into himself. And I thank Allah for that kind of work and closeness and relationship to us, coming for us, and then giving us a knowledge which has put us in a position that we become the example for the new world. A people who came up from a level below ground, dead, to make us the new forerunners for Islam, as Master Farrakhan Muhammad has brought to us. Master Farrakhan Muhammad. Every word is absolutely important to our language, to our terminology, because each of these words describe what ages of prophecy called to bear in this time. So I thank Allah. And I thank Allah for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. When you look at him, you say, when you see him, look at him. Why look at him? What is there about him that we get the instruction to look at him? What is there to see? Let's look at how long some of us have looked at him. Brother Akbar, whom we just mentioned, for over 61 years. Myself, kind of a baby to that, maybe 44 years. And then all of you, whether it was 1 day, 2 days, or even longer than the 61 years. What do you see when you look at him? What do you see in his smile, which is like no other smile on the face of this earth at this time? What is it about his stern face? What about how he looks at you, how he looks at the camera? To watch someone who has grown into being a God, that we can see the personal and self-development of a God. You've never asked him a question that he could not answer or get the answer to. They've had all of the best questioners who are greater than all the others who have lived, who questioned the Jesus of 2,000 years ago, the Moses of 4,000 years ago, the Abraham of 5,000 years ago, and all those in between up to this date. They never had questions like have been raised today because they did not live in the world that we live in. You didn't have 2,000 years ago any way to connect around the world. Today, you just look at your television. Today, ads, global ads, global ads, global ads that try to solicit. You didn't have that 2,000 years ago. You didn't have anyone that could control another country as you have it today. So past times could not possibly equal real time, real power, control of countries. You didn't have that 2,000 years ago. How could our brother have been the fulfiller of Messiah? How could our brother 2,000 years ago be even thought to be Christ, since Christ is the crusher of wickedness? It's being crushed today because it was not crushed yesterday. There was not a knowledge that could crush it yesterday. But I looked at him, I watched him answer questions all over the planet. You have watched him with the best they had. Donaldson, Capo, the best that they have. It got to the point where it became fruitless to interview him, because the more you question, the more you get, bearing witness to all of what Scripture says will happen. So this little work that my brother kept edging me to do, and he did, and others. I wanted to do it, but I didn't really know how to present it. As a witness bearer that your brother traveled myself with him to 72 countries. In this book that we're going to talk about is a list of 130 tapes, interviews, where he was questioned around the world. These are tapes which you can get, you can order. With each beginning of each tour, a list of these tapes. And you can hear what he said in Russia, hear what he said in Dagestan, hear what he said in Malaysia, hear what he said in Australia, hear what he said in New Zealand, and the continents. Speaking to Christians, Jews, and Muslims. A universal message. Universal. You have no other human being on the face of this earth with the message that he has, and then have the effect that he has had.
That's right.
Find me one. And let me show you the defect in the one that you find. Except that he's of the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, from Master FARRAKHAN Muhammad. I don't want to sound arrogant, but I'm just a baby. They don't have nothing for what we've been taught.
That's right.
Because I was trying it around the world when we was traveling too. I'm in the suite and I'm trying it. I'm over here and I'm trying it. And our people, when they hear this truth, man, they welcome you in the house like you are family. Our people love knowledge. And the ones who are not as dead as we are love it even more. And they get that knowledge and received it from a dead people, or a people who were dead. And one day the minister asked me, brother, this is the wake-up teaching. Are you awake? I got real smart then. That question scared the, how to say, bejesus out of me.
Wow.
I didn't answer nothing. I didn't, because that's something to think about. Think about it now. Everybody listening here.
That's right.
Wow.
It's only a wake-up message. Are you awake?
Prove it.
Wow.
Yep.
Something to think about. Liberated sisters. Who liberated those sisters?
Ooh.
What kind of liberty has he given them?
That's right.
I watched your captain. They tried to get some sewing machines. And the people who had control over the sewing machines here would not give them a discount. You just buy them all at retail. So they put a team together with some engineers, got a little book to do a little Mandarin translation, and went to China.
That's right.
And got all the machines they needed and learned how to repair them.
Come on.
Yes.
That's liberated sisters, sister.
That's right. That's right.
We got them all over the world running around. But they're not dressed like you. And they don't go to represent you. They go to represent this company or that company or the other company. They don't bring anything back from them for themselves. We just used male and female around the world.
That's right.
Using our great talent to make themselves wealthy. Master Fard Muhammad brought what makes Liberated Sisters.
That's right.
That's
The
right.
Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We have something people call lessons. Go back and look at question number 14 in lesson number 1. Read it and then get down to the bottom. And there's a note from Master Fard Muhammad about him preparing the units. I'm saying that to say that same man traveled this earth. And we're going to talk about traveling. Travel this earth. And that man taught. What did he teach? What did he teach for the Million Man March? Atonement, reconciliation, responsibility. Which one of us do you think in the world does not need that? When everywhere we are, somebody else is running our business.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, they're running their business in our land, and we are the poor in the land. Everywhere I went, that's what I saw. Everywhere, somebody else running our stuff. We over here knocking each other in the head for gold chains, but we have mines with billions and trillions of dollars in gold. That someone else benefits from. And that was the promise that they would do that. They would benefit from other people's work. And they have. I'm not angry about that. Because if it were not for that, we couldn't be where we are today. So there's this wonderful book that I'm blessed because I was collecting articles. And you know who else was collecting articles? That brother Akbar, who the minister called his recording angel. That's a man with a special assignment.
That's right.
That's what an angel is.
That's right.
And then learn that he was already recording him prior to 75.
Get that.
The only problem we had with each other was each other's articles. Don't let him get your article. That brother, do you know that in every country he went in, time came to land, it got quiet. Why? But Akbar's going to go up in the cockpit and give you the history, full history of that country before we land.
Go ahead.
Never failed to do it. He's one of the most brilliant people I have ever met in my life. He didn't forget names. What a servant this brother is, because we are still benefiting from all of them. That's why, brother, we just don't understand. We continue to benefit from all of those who have served.
That's right.
So, Brother Akbar, you know, he was a troubleshooter. Great troubleshooter.
Come on.
I learned a lot from Brother Akbar in the way of customs, in the way of handling this or handling that or handling the other. You know, we all got our own flavor now, you know. We add our flavor to it. But boy, that brother could work.
Mm.
And that brother would work.
Hmm.
He was always doing something. Always doing something.
That's right.
So
Mm.
I thank Allah that I've been blessed to be around people like that. I thank Allah that I've been blessed to be around people like you. There's never been us before.
That's right.
Mm-mm.
There's never been a people like us before.
That's right.
There's never been a people who suffered as we have before. Yes, both Bible and Quran talked about, okay, you got to make bricks out of straw,
Hmm.
and then, of course, we got to work, and do extra work,
Hmm.
all of which has made us so much better than everybody else
That's right.
by making us work as hard as we did work.
That's right.
So all of that to make a people like we are. Do you know? I greet you in Arabic words of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Do you know that there were some generals and other people who asked that we could come back and train their army?
Come on. Think about that.
See, here's the secret to that, or part of it. We were taught to do what? Carry nothing, not even what? A penknife.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
But when you don't carry any weapons, who are you going to depend on? If you believe or not,
That's
you
right.
ain't got no choice. You got to depend on Master Fard Muhammad.
That's right.
So it made us and makes us a different kind of soldier.
That's right.
Think about it. So sometimes they would watch us. Here we are, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. And there are these armies, and they may be standing for a parade. They may be standing for this or that, for display to the minister, or they may be standing there, when the minister gets there, whatever. And they have their rifles and all that. And you got these brothers looking at them like we will tear your butt up. See, it gives you a different mindset to depend on the God.
That's right.
They don't understand why you don't fear their guns, because they've been taught to fear guns.
Right.
The little things, brothers and sisters, that we don't pay attention to, but you find out how valuable they are when you get out into the world.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Because we talk it around each other, and so forth and so on. But it's best to talk it out there, where our people can hear it like we heard it.
Teach, Brother Sultan.
But we don't get a chance to really put it to work until we're challenged.
Come on.
So in Dagestan, we're in a battle every day. They've been in battles for years.
That's right.
Establishing and keeping established Islam in Russia. So with that, they were fighting every day. It was nothing. And look, they don't talk smack. I do this. They do that stuff.
Mm.
They do it at the drop of a hat. And so
Wow.
their lives are very, very serious.
Mm.
You see? So then you see a people whom they've never seen before. But this man, Nada, in Dagestan. As a matter of fact, in 1997, Brother Nada did come here. And it was when we had an Islamic conference from people around the world, Muslims. And the picture of it, you see this man, he's sitting down at the end. He's on the dais, the minister's up there talking, and he's sitting on the dais like this, looking at the minister. Just like everybody else sitting up. He looking at the minister like this. Got his hat on, looking at the minister, looking at the minister. Well, they've been reading Quran.
Come on.
For at least 1,400 years.
Come on.
And then they saw Quran.
Come on now.
They saw the word of God.
Come on now.
They saw fearlessness.
Mm.
They saw courage, 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 as the Abuna Sheikh said in Medina. The highest sheikh on the planet who caused a rift in his own house when he passed his cloak, his staff. See, as the Abuna Sheikh or father sheikhs, he makes sheikhs. And so you will give them, when they reach that point, a cloak and a staff. This man, where kings and princesses may come to see him, he have them wait out with the goats. But when the minister came, and those of us who are blessed to be with him, he brought right in. This man right here.
Yeah.
We're sitting in his living room, which is his bedroom. That's where his bed is. His bed is sitting, that's his bed he's sitting on. Minister sitting to his right. In the Muslim world, they don't believe this picture is real.
Come on.
They think we photoshopped the picture because he was not known to have taken a picture with anyone.
Come on.
Then there was a little talk that he may have taken a picture with one of his granddaughters. This man, look at the picture, look at the minister, and look at our brother, the Abuna Sheikh. Even the picture gives the impression that one is giving authority to the other. It's like he has run his fight.
No, say that.
The cloak and staff that he gave, we don't know how long it's been in Medina with whomever was the Abuna Sheikh.
Come on.
That cloak and staff is in America,
Come
in
on.
Chicago.
Come on.
And the first son that he gave to bring it down to this man, I heard a clamor upstairs. The guard allowed me to hear it, so I could see I heard it. Then we found out what it was. There was an argument with the son that he gave to bring it down.
Wow. That's right. That's what he said.
And then his faithful son took it and brought it down and passed it to the minister. It is no longer in Medina
Come on.
Arabia.
Mm.
It's in Chicago,
Come
in the
on.
West, because the sun rises in the West.
That's right. That's right. This time.
That sun is a man.
That's right.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
S-U-N and S-O-N.
Mm.
And that was a title I learned of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's last message. The sun rises in the West. I did not know that.
Mm.
Wow.
See, you give a man instructions. You say something to him 3 times. Many of the things that he said to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan 3 times.
Mm.
Then you end up in a position where, oh hell, it pops up in your head at a certain time.
Right.
What was the state of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that he could do that? What had been done to him by Master Farrakhan Muhammad?
Mm.
These are things which can be proven. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just gonna, this is something else. I don't know if you can see it. If you all can see this, it says
The final
the final call, what?
to Islam.
To Islam.
Mm-hmm.
Have any idea what this is? Well, and we have what's called what?
The final
The
call.
final call. This
That was the 1930s.
as a matter of fact, this is August 11th, 1934.
That's right.
Then there was August 18th, August 25th, and the September edition.
Mm.
We know of the 4. You know, it just had to be foundation, but I know about that. He didn't call it the final call out of the air.
Right.
He's a guided man.
That's right.
That's where he got it from. But it was first came with Master Fard Muhammad, the final call to Islam.
Come on.
But that was not the time. It was time for the foundation to be put in the head.
Right.
But now is the final call.
That's right.
And in this, look at this right here. Prophet Fard Muhammad is our deliverer by prophet of Bible and Quran. Said prophet Fard, it didn't say Master Fard, did it?
That's right.
Who made his commission known? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That's right.
But at this time, and what did the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, what did he tell the Honorable Elijah? But who knows who I am?
That's right.
They called him Prophet Fard.
That's right. That's right.
He ain't had no big head. You know who he is.
Come on now.
But he leaves, and who makes his commission known? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That's
Then
right.
he leaves.
Come on now.
And who makes his commission known?
Come on now. Minister Fard.
All over the world.
That's right. That's right.
Well, he's going to leave.
Come on.
Caliphate. Hope we ain't as sorry as disciples, we got a commission to make known.
That's right.
We got work to do. This book, by Allah's grace, is maybe a third of the articles written. And along with some of the other BS that was written. But why repeat that? We don't repeat that. Let them do that. They do that here. But it lets you know they followed us.
Come on now.
Everywhere we went. CIA, MI6.
Come on now.
Huh? Russian intelligence. Everywhere we went. They told some we were communists. They threatened them if they would see the minister. There was some poisoning going on.
Listen.
Something we don't tell you about. You're involved in the creation of a new world, taking nothing. Creation is take nothing and make something out of it.
That's right.
Ain't that something?
That's right.
Nobody saw any use for us.
Come on now. Another science. Come on now.
And now here we are, 96 years. Sometimes we think we haven't done anything, but do we realize what we have done in this world in just 96 years?
Come on now.
Of a 6,000-year adventure that was
Come
given?
on now. That's right.
When your man traveled, he was written about everywhere we went. Even if we just found out he was passing through.
Come on.
To go somewhere else. I learned, and then I heard the minister say it, the Messiah was a traveler. So how can you claim to be a Messiah and you ain't been nowhere?
Come on now.
You ain't taught nothing. You didn't bring a teaching of the Torah, the Injil.
Come on.
And the book, and then the wisdom of the book.
Come on now.
Right.
Then at a certain time, nation fell. But wait a minute. A decision is made to get back up. He gets back up. What he gets back up is what he had, plus some more now that's been given. So
That's
who's
right.
feeding him?
Come on now. Good question.
Go ahead, Bruce, Brother Sultan.
We got to be mathematical at some point.
That's right.
We got to use math. That's why we were given a mathematical theology that we don't even look at. At some point, we have to start adding things up. You know?
That's right.
We got to start adding them up.
That's right.
And they have to start equaling something.
That's right.
So has he been getting magic since September 1977? Is it magic? It got him up and guided him so much so that we are now, what? That's 23, talking mathematics, and now 27, right? 26. take us this far, this long, and we're still under some kind of protection? Somebody has to make some sense out of this.
That's right.
And the only one that has made any sense out of it
Come on now.
is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Traveler. And I felt so dumb. Brother Jibril has been giving us what? Farrakhan the Traveler, Farrakhan the Traveler, Farrakhan the Traveler. Well, the Messiah is a traveler with a word. And I realized, you know, Brother Jibril was trying to tell us all the time who he is.
Come on now.
But look at the patience of God. Because we have a what? Gap to close.
Come on.
And we don't all close the gap at the same time. I might be a little slower than you. So if the God don't destroy me, don't you destroy me.
Come on now.
Say that.
Okay. Man, are there questions I'm looking at coming up?
Comments, beautiful teachings. Wow, the Messiah is a traveler. Assalamu alaikum. No questions at this time from the chat, but I have one, Brother Sultan.
Yes, ma'am.
You might have answered it, but well, first of all, I would like to point out that I love how one of the articles in the Sultan Press, it was Monday, January 19th, 1996, and the headline is FARRAKHAN, the truth terrorist. You know.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I noticed you began with Ethiopia in the link. And yeah, I wanted to ask that, you know, any particular reason for that? Like your second page going into, like right after the first lead page.
Well, actually,
If I
the person who chose that was the brother who really laid this thing out for me.
He did a good job.
I mean, y'all, I've just been blessed.
He did a good job.
He laid it out. He cleaned up the pages. His name is Brother Roderick. Brother Roderick Muhammad out of Houston. And it was very interesting because I was looking for someone to develop an app. I wanted to develop an app where it would be something like Uber, you know, and maybe our app. And so they gave me the brother. And when I went to the brother had developed an online site for the final call. He was working on it. And he said that he wanted to give it to the nation, you know. So we introduced it. And of course, the nation was working on something already. But I left what I was doing. I never told him what I wanted to do after he told me that. I started trying to help him with that. And our people really want to work. You know, what about people that really want to work?
Listen.
And we have to get more like the God, more like the Messiah, more like the minister who works with me, works with Brother Dr. Risley, works with Sister Charlene, works with Sister Pamela, works with all of us, thousands. And he's patient with us. Man, this brother's in trouble, this sister's in trouble. Boy, the minister's going to get them now.
Mm.
But that's almost like when we argue with a Christian. See, I got him. I whooped his butt. And the minister said, yeah. Then he turned right around and went got a pork chop sandwich.
Come on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, Brother Sultan.
Yes, sir.
It sounds like what you were saying is that when we need some help, it's right there in the ranks somewhere.
Yes, sir.
And,
yes, sir.
And when they know you need help, they're coming to help you. But a lot of times we think we don't need help and try to do everything ourselves. And there's people waiting to help. If you let them know, that's what we do in the Ministry of Agriculture. I let my people know I need help, and I put them to work as fast as they have. They ask a question about something. Doc, can we do such and such? I said, well, you in charge of that one. Come back with us and see what you got, and we'll see. So in other words, when it's time, it's like the book finally comes out, and you'll get more into that. It's why it comes out now. When it's time, you get help, and what you have to offer will be received.
Yes,
because
sir.
This is Allah's work, Muhammad's work, a whole different mathematics. And what we don't understand is what the enemy can't figure out, because we don't understand it, and he can't figure it out either. And in the meantime, he puts it to work through us to come out with his plan. And by the time the enemy wakes up, it's too late.
We
went
went
on
to,
time.
the minister allowed me to go on a trip to Tripoli with the laborers to help them, as I would do. And look at that, to help them as I helped us when we go. So he gives them the benefit, of Brother Sultan. That's the kind of person he is. So a number of things happened over there, including the Minister of Economics, who wanted the minister to give them 10 of us that they could place in 10 countries.
Wow.
Listen at this.
Wow.
Listen at this.
Wow.
Because they saw us as being tied to him, being like him, or at least we were going to follow him. And they knew that he was the martyr to that continent.
The mortar. Hold together.
He's the martyr to the planet. So they wanted to put that request out. Why am I saying that? Now, there may have been wanting a little use involved, because if they know he's the martyr and we're in these 10 different countries, we bring those together first, then we bring the next 10 and so forth and so on. But you want to have a little control, and you don't really see him clearly, because many did not see him clearly.
Right.
Because if you could see him clearly, you bow.
Right.
Because he's certainly going to bow when he comes to you.
Come on.
I've never seen him fail to bow. That's how I learned to bow. I don't know what all he sees when he bows, but I know the little bit that I see in watching him bow. So when we came back, I asked the minister, I said, Brother Minister, can we maybe, they don't have to be in the nation, because we got people everywhere. And maybe we could just kind of bring them up under us and then control them or whatever. And I don't know how deep this answer is. He said, oh, brother, everything we need is right here in the nation. But I haven't. Wisdom has levels. I was making a point a little while ago. See, we had to make bricks out of straw. But suppose God had told us that they're going to chop off our hands and chop off our ankles and throw us overboard. They were going to hang us in trees and burn us, or take us and try to push a woman down on a point of a tree and send it all down through her. It didn't tell us that. That's what we've gone through.
That's right.
So maybe there's a wisdom in giving it what? By degrees. You see? So
yes,
he made a statement, and I'm still looking at it because I know there are degrees to what he says. You know? So we have what we need. And we will have future perfect tense, what we need. But we do want to realize and see what we need and then try to help with what we need, help to get what we need. There's nothing wrong with that. That means, as Brother Jabril said, well, brother, you can come and take a seat, but you won't take my seat. You see? And so it's the same with me. Okay, you can come and get a seat, but you're not going to take my seat. Why? Because I'm going to keep working if I can.
That's right.
That's all. That's all it means.
No.
And he said, can you go, brother, and find somebody better than you?
Good question.
Yes, sir. And I did. You know, because there were a whole lot of better researchers than me. You know, it's such a beautiful thing in a beautiful way from such a beautiful man.
That's right.
Whose beauty we don't necessarily see so well. And the thing about Ethiopia, that's where I think that's where Brother's arm was broken. If you look at, I think we call it the World Tours, that was a CD about 47 minutes. The only one that the minister allowed. You know, that there were others that was made, but from what I understand, they had put pictures in of people bowing down, kissing his shoes. You don't want nothing like that. He's trying to get our people. The beauty of it and the beauty of hopefully the book and then tapes and what he said in these countries is that we got some great preachers. And if they can see what this man did, what this man said, and how this man was reacted to, maybe it would remove some of the jealousy. Maybe not the envy.
Come on, brother.
But where there's maybe just a little jealousy.
Come on, brother.
It will remove it. And they will become some of the great preachers that's going to come.
Teach.
You know? So they're not our enemies because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he didn't teach the first brothers and sisters Quran. I mean, he taught them Quran, yes. But he didn't communicate with them through the Quran. We didn't know about the Quran. He got us through the Bible. How does he take the Bible and make Muslims?
Come on now. Come on now.
Think about it.
That's right.
He took the Bible and made Muslims.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And the only difference was we didn't know what it really meant. One who submits to do the will of God.
Right.
So it's a poison book, but it's also the book that raised people up in the right hands.
About that.
Praise be to Allah. Brother Sultan, this is rich. I want to ask you what was one of the most intriguing and because they all would be, but one of the most intriguing and memorable points for you during these tours. And I know it's kind of like unfair because it's massive and each one is different, but I know you've shared some stories, but that one or two that's just like always at the front of your mind.
Look at it. Think about this. Okay, we go to, oh my God, I can't think of the country, Gambia,
Gambia.
where Alex Haley had gone.
Yes.
And that was this one sister.
Mm.
She was older, black as night. And it was the way she was touching the minister on his shoulder, like he was her son.
Mm.
And you can see it, you know, because it's a part of the film. And then the beauty of it is somebody said that Alex Haley said that he was going to help them to build a mosque and a school. And they say they didn't know what happened to the money. Well, you're dealing with the enemy. Our brother, not Alex Haley, but that's who he was working with.
That's right.
And so they don't know what happened to the money. But listen at this. If this brother comes, well, I'm going to leave the money. I'm going to help you to build a school and a mosque. We're going to do that. And I'm going to leave some money now. And he said, we'll help build a school. Then he says, and we will do that in the honor of our brother, Alex Haley. Wait a minute, you're a Muslim. You won't name the mosque Alex Haley Mosque?
Come on.
Yes, when you have that authority.
Go ahead.
You named it Mosque Mariam. Now there are 4 mosques, at least, named Mosque Mariam in the Muslim world.
Wow.
He was the first to name
Wow.
a mosque
The leader.
after the womb of Mary to produce Jesus.
Come on.
And now there are at least 4
Wow.
since he did it.
Wow. That's heavy. The leader.
Sister Ava, an imam. Sister Ava, the head of a region. A woman.
Yes.
See, Liberated Sisters,
Yes.
my dear sister,
Yes, sir.
because Mother helps God to produce
That's right.
a nation of believers, a nation of moral.
Yes. Co-creators.
So, was on one creator. Well, I'm sorry, 2. That.
I said co-creator. Co.
Oh, yes.
Don't you be in trouble, Brother Sultan?
And you see,
There
but
she
we
is.
have to see in it that we're producing God's mother, male and female,
That's right.
because we all have pain
Oh.
coming up in this world. We have given each other pain.
That's right.
That sister could teach men, and
That's
did.
right. That's right.
It takes a very special strength to come up out of the pain of a world that the minister said is in the condition is in because of the disrespect of woman.
That's right.
Then to come up out of that disrespect with a knowledge that can give you the heart to forgive and to teach, because she's looking at nation.
That's right.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
That's right.
He said we're good people. We really are. We really are. But we have to make a decision. I have to make a decision of what I really want to be and what I really want to do. Okay, question. Did I answer the question?
You did. Look at Minister. I'm sorry, look at Minister Ava. Yes, you did. You did, Brother Sultan. You did. You know, I wanted to add to what you were saying in terms of the beautiful sister that had the minister's shoulder in the Gambia.
Yeah.
She also had Mother Khadija FARRAKHAN's hand. That's the same.
Yes.
Sister. And I was like, oh wow, look at these two.
Yes.
Wow,
Look at the connection.
Yeah, she really had it.
All that history came together. Brother and sister. And that was a wise older woman, man. You could see the wisdom in her eyes.
Yes.
You could see the love in her eyes. And her touch on the minister's shoulder that he felt.
Yeah.
Well, I'm venturing to say that. I never asked him.
Yes, sir. I was 1995 December. I came into the doors through Muhammad Mosque number 27 on Centinela. We were meeting on Centinela at the time, and I think I was the student minister then. Tony Muhammad, now Abdul Malik Saeed was the student minister there, and so the next year. I think, well, the friendship tours, I was very new to them. And when they came out, and to be able to be very new intro to the final call, I was pregnant at the time, and I was working for then Brother Richard, who became Brother Naba, may Allah be pleased with him. Sister Rosalind, may Allah be pleased with her. She was the Western Region correspondent, and I was starting to assist her, and found myself, and I think I mentioned it the last time we were expecting you, Brother Sultan, found myself at the palace at the return of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's first world tour. And I was like, how did you get here? But it was something to be right in front with the staff. I wasn't staff, but I was there and invited in the work by some of the sisters that I worked with for the final call. And it was just amazing because as a lost found, or one who had not yet come into her own again, I knew about it. You know, I knew he was on this tour. So I knew right after the march, the criticism that he received and how he was treated for going abroad. So to see all of that in real time, and now your book, and then there's many things in between. It's just amazing to me.
You know that there's something that when you ask the other question, I want to, which was one of the more astounding things that happened.
Let's go.
Okay, you were there, so you saw the excitement and everything when we got there. But let me tell you how this trip started. We were on our way back, a window broke. I think we went to Guam to get the window fixed to the pilots when they cracked to get it fixed. So now we go to Hawaii, we're going to be maybe a little late. So we're sitting down, we're getting ready to roll to the point where we take off.
Right.
And before we do it, as I said, we were running late. The minister says, wouldn't it be good if when we got up, a tailwind would pick us up and take us across? Of course it would be good. Look, y'all.
Coon, fire coon.
We're in a 737. So coming from Hawaii, you're going to have to stop in San Diego, Arizona, Los Angeles, somewhere on that coast, close to the coast, to get fuel, to then go continue on to Chicago, because you couldn't get enough fuel to go from Hawaii to Chicago.
Mm.
We get up in the air. I'm telling you, as soon as we got up in the air, high enough, here comes a tailwind.
Come on now.
How do you know? It's a little bumpy ride.
Right, right.
We get picked up by a tailwind. We're coming across the water. And, you know, for me, I was glad to see land. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I see the land, and we're still kind of high. Well, I said, well, maybe we're going to land in Phoenix then, you know? And we rolling and we rolling. And then we pass, and we now into the interior of America. We have not stopped to get gas yet.
Whoa.
Check it out.
Whoa. Come on now.
Hold on now.
Wow.
Okay.
And to tell you something, we landed in Chicago.
Oops.
Now, I want anybody listening,
Come on
including
now.
maybe an attendant or pilot, if you fly across that water, tell me that you've ever been in a 737 where you flew from Hawaii to Chicago.
Come on
Where
now.
you flew from Hawaii and you didn't stop
Come on.
in San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, or maybe in Phoenix.
Come on now.
Tell me that you know of anybody else who ever flew from Hawaii
Come on.
to Chicago.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Are there any pilots or are there any attendants
Call them out. Call them out.
on the line?
Call them out.
Or anybody who just knows? You asked pilots? No, you didn't do that. You hear what I just said?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And we got some pilots.
Right.
Now the pilots know, of course, it did happen,
Right.
but they know who was behind it.
Come on
It
now.
had to be the Honorable Elijah Muhammad
On the wheel.
You didn't get my
on the wheel.
The wheel. That's right.
That was one of the miracles.
Mm.
And that's how we got there so fast.
Wow. Come on now.
Just
Well,
ask,
so-
just
well,
ask
Sultan,
anybody. Just told you the size of the plane. Yes, sir.
love it. Love
and
it.
you spoke about that Gambia and that older sister.
Let me get her picture.
What I thought about was Brother Traore, okay,
Yes, sir.
in Burkina Faso, right?
Yes, sir.
The minister was making these trips. You had the Million Man March, and he started making these world tours. And the young people that he touched.
Yes, sir.
And then here comes July 4th, 2020.
Yes, sir.
These young people are grown and in power.
Yes, sir.
And then Minister FARRAKHAN says that the criterion told the African presidents, do not allow that death shot into your country.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible that the minister touched the future leaders on these tours and opened up the way for the stopping of the poisoning of Africa?
That's why, brother, there are 130 tapes in this book.
Come on.
See? So you have these tapes that you can order from the final call about what the minister said in these countries. The reason that they are here in that book is because we are hearing those words come back over here today.
Come on.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So seeds planted.
Yes, yes.
Germinate.
Yes.
Everything has to do with this time and this message. The person you're looking at right there.
That's right.
Which is the message of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, whom he said, Master Fard Muhammad made him all up into himself. Cannot separate the three.
That's right.
Cannot separate the three.
We have a question, and I want to get the image of the three. Sister Pamela Muhammad, what lessons do you think the youth of our nation can learn from these travels and experiences? Thank you, Sister Pamela.
Quick answer. Look at what some of them wrote. Look at these messages, if you can, order them, and you'll be on time. You'll be able to go into the world when that time comes. And then reiterate these messages. Come from these messages with whatever growth that God allows us to at that time. Because this here is it. Vanguard. We are the vanguard. Sun rises in the west.
That's right.
He said we would be the best.
That's right.
And he's making us the best because the best of what he produced is in front of us.
That's right.
The Honorable Minister.
That's right.
Louis Farrakhan, who fulfills everything that Bible and Quran says about Messiah. This is why he is hated. They will do the little stuff that they think they're going to be able to do. But I was listening to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad today saying, but you won't kill me. Well, now you got another one saying it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So I remember it. Thank you for that, Sister Pamela. Thank you. Brother Ali Muhammad said facts. You were, honestly, I asked you about what stood out more, like what really struck you in some of it. But Brother Sultan, I'm going to say that one thing, part of what really resonates is when you would tell the story and I could picture what you would be saying in terms of going to Russia when you were in Russia. And, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan may have had a desire to do something. And the way that the people were like, let's go, the fighting spirit and the desire just the reception of him.
Yes, ma'am.
But then to see it in the articles here that you've compiled, and then to see it in the actual excerpts of the world tours, he's just not who many of us thinks he is, and also the way we treat him, just in general, in terms of, as you said, closing the gap.
Yes, ma'am. He
who this man is, really.
The minister talked about a sword that he received in Nigeria, in one of the back states, that had been among them, we don't know how long. And the minister, the king told the page to give the sword to the minister.
Mm-hmm.
And the page didn't do it, and it was snatched from him. I wasn't there, but man, I've heard it so many times. It's like I was there, because I know of that was not the only sword. In this world of religion,
Mm.
in this world of the passing of scripture, stories told, because there were some places where we went where there was no Christianity or Islam, but there were similar stories.
Mm.
And the minister was given several swords. And in the world of Islam and in the world of prophecy, several people gave him swords. Swords represent justice, the double edge. And it was so interesting how so many different people gave him swords, because they saw him as representing truth, justice, and the bringer of justice. They would hear it in his words. That's why the minister could speak 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and they translate. And the people go, I mean, like we, teach, you know, sometimes you may hear me sometime, you know, but over there, they hear him and see him. I mean, you see them almost like crawling over each other, just trying to touch him.
That's right.
You saw us moving in crowds in Ethiopia. I think it was over, 100,000 in that mosque, or coming through the mosque or whatever. Was it 100,000 or whatever? I know in Malaysia that was one with 150,000. But he got some huge mosque over there. And so the way they would react to him, and even in the situation where Mustafa say he knocked somebody out, but it's like it was wonderful to get hit, you know. I mean, it's really something to see how the people would respond. I'm telling you, have to see it.
That's right.
You have to see it. And you see here in this mosque, I think with this picture that you're looking at here,
Yes.
and where's the minister? He's a
right
few pictures like this.
in front of brothers to the Supreme Court.
And I mean,
right there,
just
between you two.
hordes of people, hordes. I mean, just thousands. I mean, overwhelming people. And so
there he is. Allahu Akbar.
Yeah. And I mean, they would listen to him, and he would go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
No, these are your stories to tell of his stories, his travels. Well, let me go.
What they said, here's what happened in Dagestan. Just a portion of what I know. Okay. When leaving Moscow, I stayed back because we wanted to go somewhere else, so I stayed back to take care of that. And there was a man who was on the plane with them. I'm telling the story, of course, they can tell it better. And he's from Siberia, and he wanted the minister to come to Siberia. That's how a lot of things happen. Different people would hear him in the place where he was, and they happen to be influential people at times. And they asked him if he would come to their country and speak. So the minister was going to Dagestan, and here comes the sheikh from Siberia.
You're muted. We couldn't hear you. Unmute yourself.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So they wanted to go to go somewhere else. I stayed back to work on that. They went on to left Moscow and went to Dagestan by way of Siberia because the sheikh had asked that he would stop in Siberia. And I was saying that this is how a lot of it happened. You know, people who would hear the minister and then they come and ask him, well, will you come to? I mean, this thing is real. And so, and believe me, the minister was well respected.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, you know, you had CNN and C-SPAN, and they thought they were going to show the biggest riot in the history of America. But look how God play your dumbness like that. And then you showed everybody. Thought we were going to see one thing, and they saw God among us.
That's right.
2 million.
That's right.
You told the world that we were wild. You told the world
That's
that
right.
we were all drug addicts. You told the world that we were all of the worst in the world.
That's right.
And that's what you find out when you go.
Right. Oh.
And after they showed them that and then showed them the Million Man March.
Come on now.
Millions. Hundreds of thousands. Quiet. At peace. Listening. Especially when he spoke.
Yes.
Here. Well, knee drop. Okay. We're going to deal with the cotton. And so,
look at that.
this is what started the tour. They wanted the minister to come speak to their people.
Come on now.
The question is, what did they hear
That's right.
that we didn't hear?
That's right. That's right.
He said those in the diaspora who are not as dead as we are, what would take us 6 years, would take them only 6 months. But we're the proof of it because we're in the worst condition. So it only helps to make our job a little easier when we start doing going with what we will have to do. Because our people who are not as dead pick up faster. And I mean, they love you when you bring them. I mean, really, our people are really something else. And then you get a chance to see how their family life is so different from our family life. I mean, we messed up, y'all. That's why I took Master Farr Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in this time. So
let me say this as well.
That's a question.
Not only are we dead, but we got the CIA, the FBI, the NYPD, everybody messing with us. And so you had the Million Man March in 1995, and then you had 9/11 in 2001, which scared the Christians from dealing with the Muslims, even though the minister has put us together and with a Muslim and a minister together for those local organizing committees. And we was developing this working unity between the Muslims and the Christians. And here they come with 9/11, and everybody's afraid to associate with the Muslims. So it's not just we're dead, but every time we get a leg up, here they come with a knife at the Achilles heels. To cut us
we have
down.
to see, but we're taught by a master. Our master taught us.
Yes.
Meaning that there's stuff in us that we don't even see yet.
That's right.
See? So we have to be raised up by degrees. It's not magic. It don't happen overnight.
That's right.
We're raised by degrees. So there are challenges, they challenge, then we learn how to answer the challenge.
That's
then
right.
they challenge something else, we learn how to answer. We're growing. And the advantage that we have is that God made one who was perfect enough for us, and that one who is in front of us, and the two that back him. They keep them off of us where we don't know they own us, you know.
Yes.
But we have to also grow degree by degree by degree.
Yes.
So we are learning how to master over a period of time.
Come on.
Because he wants for his brother what he wants for himself. He proved that with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah.
He didn't just say that.
Mm.
He did it. The
That's
Honorable
right.
Elijah Muhammad said, and I keep saying it, he made me all up into himself. He's the first to prove that you want for your brother what you want for yourself.
Mm. Praise be.
That's what he did with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That's right.
And we have one in front of us who's trying to, prick us up a little bit and get us up. And get us up. He suffered a lot to do it.
That's right.
He suffered a lot to do it. He suffered a lot to do it. So we got to be ready, man, to, I got to be ready to, take a little whooping.
That's right.
But hold on.
Mm.
See, you got to be able to step on my foot. And then I step back to try to see why my brother stepped on my foot and see if I can answer him in such a way where he won't do it again out of love, or at least out of my respect for him. Oh, that's a punk.
Well, what do we get to page 5 in the book?
Sorry.
And I said, well, we just got to page 5 in the book. I'm joking, but what I'm saying is there's so much more
Yes, sir.
that's
Yes,
in
sir.
the book and in your experience with the minister in those travels
Yes, sir.
that we just got to have you back again so you can continue, because can't nobody tell it except the one that's been there.
Yes, sir. And there are a few more of us, and we really need to just, as many of us as we can, myself, Brother Rashard, Brother Tata,
Right.
because we were doing different things, and we all had experiences,
Right.
and we all had to deal with people who spoke another language.
Mm.
We learned how to meld with our people without language, without spoken language.
Mm.
Right.
Come on.
See?
No translation on the phones
But-
and none of that stuff at the time.
In the heart.
But this kind of language,
That's right.
Yeah, hard.
and it's really something. We got to talk about that. How do we communicate? All
Yeah.
these different countries, all these different languages. And probably the most linguistic or language knowledgeable person was probably Sister Mary Alice, who could
Wow.
speak French and Spanish too.
Wow.
Now, she got some stories too, y'all.
Mm.
I saw this sister boy in Timbuktu. And in Timbuktu, the way they brought Timbuktu down is they fill the waterway with sand and cut off the water, and then now you have what you have today.
Wow.
But in Timbuktu, there was just one little brick building. And I mean, there were several thousand of us in Timbuktu. So naturally, we were able to get a place for the minister. And then there was only one little kitchen. She took that kitchen, took the kitchen from him, cleaned the kitchen up.
Yes.
And by the time that we were there, the minister had whatever she could get and provide.
Allahu Akbar. That's
took
right.
the kitchen. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yes, sir.
Boy, I tell you, boy, I
You're
thank Allah that I've been able to see what I've been able to see in you and what I've been able to see in others.
Yes.
You just don't really realize that we're looking at God. When that brother, everybody got a basket, you know, they rolled around with their basket with their stuff on it. This brother had a basket that went like 3 feet out this way and went about 4 feet above his head on one basket. But I saw God in that.
Mm.
He was a master balancer.
Right.
Everybody else got one little stock of stuff. This brother got stuff out here and up there.
Mm.
They
move.
in the streets, you know, and they're walking towards you to get money or whatever. And then you watch some of them that know exactly when the light change. They don't have to look back. And they move out of the way.
Mm.
Wow.
We are God.
Mm.
We are.
Come on.
And the sooner we start seeing God in each other, like the minister sees in us,
That's right.
like the minister sees in us,
That's right.
like the minister sees in
That's
us,
right. Come on.
look at how different we are. But we all competing to get an audience. We
Listen.
all competing to give him the greetings. We all compete. All these different people, you know, doggone well, we wouldn't get along at all if he was not the common denominator.
Mm.
Representing God.
That's right. That's right.
Thank Allah for Allah.
Ain't that something?
That's something, bro. 100% true.
Mm.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's really something. It's really something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm coming to see that we really something, man. Well, because man is not for my sister, but it's a beautiful thing.
Well, you know, Brother Sultan, Masfarad Muhammad's father stepped out of the circle to come and get us. And sometimes we wonder, why did he do that? And we're watching why he did that. As we are going through these times, and the Nation of Islam and the followers of Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan are so joyous and happy, as they're waiting on us to fall apart, their world is falling apart and they don't have a clue. So Allah is proving his correct move in coming getting us to the world through us. And you're right, brother. We just have to have more patience with self and the others of self, because we are that nation that will be built and made of gods that will never deviate. So all that we are being put through is just to, you know, steel has to sharpen steel, and there's some sparks in steel sharpen steel now.
Yes, sir.
This is just to make us into who we are becoming. So thank
And that
you
reminds
so
me,
much.
it reminds me of course, I think we mentioned a little bit earlier, Sister Charlie and I was talking, and of the Hebrew boys in the fiery furnace.
Yes.
You know, and they in a fiery furnace, man. And they just in there taking care of their business and doing what they're doing, because that was a fourth man in that fiery furnace.
That's right.
Cooling the flames.
Yep.
So we're in that fiery furnace.
Sure
But
enough.
look at us. Look how we smile, how we laugh, because somebody is cooling the flames.
That's right.
Praise be to
Because we have a knowledge that lets us know what is the end or the beginning of the end.
Right.
The beginning after the end of one world. So, I mean, look, man, that's why we got to try to get this knowledge to our people so that they too can do the same thing we need to do.
That's right.
How can they get the book, brother Sultan?
Yes, sir.
How can they get the book?
Oh.
There it is.
You can go to
FARRAKHAN,
I'm gonna give you
Travels.
FARRAKHAN globaltravels.com. That's right.
One way.
And then you can order from that. If you know me or whatever, you can just call me at 773-908-0263. You can use my phone number for Zelle. Send me your information and your address and send me. Now, it's going to be $40 because I have an order that I made for Savior's Day, and I had it for $40. So everybody else can get it for the $40 before it goes back to the $45. That's the truth, because
like,
others can tell you that you can pay $45.
It's like free.
And
this, I said, that's like free for this.
Yeah, really is. And then, and the minister said it is unique. There's no other record like this.
Wow.
And he also said,
that's right.
When he saw it, when he spoke to me about it, he said, the messenger was never honored in his own house. And that was the reason I did.
Thank you for doing it.
Yes.
See, it's one thing to say, but they can look and see, because these articles are written in those countries about him. When he came to their country, they wrote about him. All of them. Wow. We don't have all of it, but we got enough.
Yes.
And then there'll be one more to come after this. And I was doing it separate for this reason. This was a piece tour that was done in July of 2002, because I want you to hear what he said to presidents of countries, of the Muslim countries, and what he said to them, and what they said, and everything that has happened up to this point.
That's right. Come on. Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was worth the wait. It was worth the wait, my brother.
All praise is due to Allah.
When did you? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because it's really about us.
And
it's about those things that we did. Because everybody couldn't go.
Right.
But there were so many. Oh, and then the first publication was done by Brother Patrick out of who helped us out of Atlanta. He has a school, and so. But all of us, you know, that we were born to do this. All of us, all of what we're doing. No, I mean our parents, all that. Master Fard Muhammad building the kingdom.
That's right.
So what everybody did is most valuable. Everybody can't do Liberated Sisters. I mean, you can grow to a staff of 100 or whatever, but you ain't gonna have 1,000, whatever.
That's your dream.
Yeah. But everybody's contribution is one body. One body. And it's what we're doing, as we're going to come to realize, it's what we're doing for ourselves and for our future.
That's right.
Although we're going to call those histories too, because they're going to go on and on and on and on.
Allahu Akbar. So soon, God willing, and very soon to come back.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry. And also, you can Cash App me. But if you do all that with the same number, 773-908-0263.
Wait, say it again. 773.
Yeah. I'm sorry. 773-908-0263. You can Cash App me, or you can Zelle me. But when you do that, send me your name and address so I'll know where to send it to.
Okay.
And I'll get it right out to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Sultan. Thank you, Dr. Ridgely. And we out. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even announce the Staple Goods Project. Let me finish this here. Include name. Yes, to order his book. Thank you all. I'm looking at one of the pages right here, one of the articles. The Gleaner, Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica. FARRAKHAN jolts audience with fiery sermon. I come to speak truth. That truth probably blaze. Here we go. Thank you all for tuning in. An error seems to have occurred while I tried to include his information. Let's put it there again. But the website is there as well in the chat to order his book. Okay, there it is. The information is there. So I would like to, as I announce this, say thank you. Oh, wait, where is it at? No, there it is. Thank you, Dr. Ridgely. Thank you, Brother Sultan. Thank you for everyone who contributed to the book. Just thank you so much for that. Why Jesus? This is the message for this Sunday from NOI.org, Nation of Islam headquarters at Mosque Mariam. His life, crucifixion, and ascension. This message will be delivered by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's Student National Assistant, Brother Student Minister Ishmael Muhammad. And we invite you to attend. You can go to Mosque Mariam on Stony Island. It's at NOI.org for the details of that address. You can tune in online at NOI.org/webcast. And you can also, in your local mosque and study groups across the country, they may be broadcasting it or having a local lecture. And in Los Angeles, we meet at Muhammad Mosque number 27, 8039 South Vermont is our meeting place. And so please support Brother Sultan and his team and order the book. And also thank you for being with us at Liberated Sisters. I'm Sister Charlene Muhammad saying if it's impacting our community or can uplift us as a people, let's talk about it. Peace.
Liberated, freed, released.
Everybody join in this melody. That's the only way we're gonna be free. Everybody singing this sweet refrain. Sing this melody till it gets in your brain. Well, I'm talking to you, Muslim, Christian, and the Hebrew. Anything to do, we've got to unite or else we are through. Everybody singing this sweet refrain. Sing this melody till it gets in your brain. Everybody singing this melody.